question was posed to me about how you should go about dating and vetting out potential long-term relationships if you're a single dad or a single father. So we're going to address that today. I'm Paul, Apex Mindset. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, like the video if you like it, share it with your friends, get on my email list. Link is in the description. First of all, you approach dating as if you didn't have a child. Parenting is not an issue when you are first casually dating women. That's really important. You're still going to be a father, you're still going to be a parent, but you're not going to introduce women into your kids' lives that are not going to be a permanent fixture. That's not healthy. That's going to send mixed messages. They're going to want to bond with some person. The girls that you're bringing into your life are going to want to use your kid as a means of trying to bond or win over a commitment from you. And these women might not be permanent fixtures in your life or even for any length of time, and they might not be good candidates for that. So you want to protect your kids from any kind of dysfunction and stupid crap from the girls that you're messing around with. So you don't introduce women into your kids' lives. So you keep those things separate. You're a dad, you do your dad thing, and then when you're out with women, you do your casual dating thing, right? That's how it should be. Now, some of you guys are sitting back because you think the wrong way and you think, well, I really want a long-term relationship though. I want to get in this relationship so that my kid has, a good female figure, a good stepmother, potentially, that sort of thing. You're thinking the wrong way. Okay. You're thinking like a beta male. Here's where that's going to get you: screwed over by women. Okay. Women hate beta males and they'll screw you over in a heartbeat, and they'll enjoy it and they'll get off on it. So don't do that. For a woman to be a good, positive influence on your child's life, you have to have a good relationship with that woman. The relationship between you and her is the most important thing first, because her relationship with your child or children really won't matter or mean anything or amount to anything if your relationship with her isn't good. So you have to start from the standpoint of developing the relationship with her first without having any children in the mix to distract from that. You're not introducing women into your family life until she's proven herself and you've been able to vet her out for a long-term relationship. And I would be cautious about doing that anything prior to a year of actually being with this person or dating this person. She doesn't just get to meet your kids, right? Women don't just get that privilege. They have to earn the right to have that privilege in your life, to have that, to be that much a part of your life. They have to demonstrate that they're capable of pair bonding, capable of being in your frame, and that they see you as her sexual best. No different than if you were vetting her out for a long-term relationship and you didn't have any children. It's the same criteria. Can she pair bond? Does she see you as her sexual best? That's your minimal criteria, number one thing. And you have to make sure that that is the case before you're introducing any children into the mix, because children will complicate things and exaggerate any problems you potentially have. They're not going to solve any of those problems. All right. And you'll set yourself up where you're the dutiful beta slave for this woman and for your child and for your ex. I mean, some of you guys seem to not be able to get away from just being beta males. Like, it's like your whole decision-making process just puts you right smack dab in that situation again, where you're a slave for a bunch of women and children. That's not good. It's not good for anybody, not good for the women, not good for the kids, and of course, not good for you. When you're useless to everyone else, then women will want you as their slave. When women see you as useless and not worth anything other than slavery, then that's what they want you as the beta male slave. So you have to assert your value as an alpha man and not accept that position. Okay. And again, that means not positioning yourself to be that guy. You can be a better father as an alpha man who's on his purpose in life and who isn't bringing toxic women into your children's lives. So back to the central point here is that you're developing, we'll say, relationships without lack of a better term with women, whether it's casual or more than that, no different than if you were childless. She has to gravitate towards you, see you as that dominant best sexual option, see you as her apex alpha, and gravitate towards you, want you to be her solution to her sexual desires, and have that emotional gravitation towards you because you're alpha frame. Those are the things that you need from her for there to be a functional relationship. That's going to be whether or not you have kids in the mix or not. So you let that develop. You let that develop without putting children in the mix, without intersecting those two things. If the child has time with mom, that's when you're having time with girlfriends or dates, right? Um, you get a babysitter. If you have your children full time and there's no mom in the picture, well, that's your life decisions. And just like I would tell a woman who's a single mother, that's your life decisions that put you in that circumstance, and it's going to make dating harder. Doesn't give single mommies an excuse to have a revolving door of men in and out of the house while their kids are exposed to that. I would say the same thing to single mother. I'm going to say the same thing to single dads. Just because life's harder because you made bad decisions, right? Or maybe life handed you a shit sandwich, and I get that. Um, that doesn't give you an excuse to have a revolving door of toxic women to be exposed to your children. So that means you have your children full time. Figure it out. Figure out babysitter situations. Figure out something so you can have a social life outside of that. And then, you develop relationships starting off casual, and you don't push for long-term relationships. That's the woman's job. It's all the rules are the same because, again, that woman has to gravitate towards you, see you as her best, see you as her apex alpha, and be willing to be in your frame. She's not going to do that because you're looking for a long-term relationship, or you're pushing for it, or you're having the where do we stand talk, or you're introducing her to your kids early and you think it's okay because maybe she has kids. So now, you're going to go on play dates together. All that stuff is bullcrap, and it's toxic, and it's throwing children in the mix of a relationship that should be developing between you and a woman. Okay. So how you handle dating as a single father is you keep the two separate until she proves herself as worthy of being a permanent fixture in your life. Once she proves that, and I'm saying give it at least a year, then you can slowly introduce the kids and have her in that role where she's a complement to your life and a part of your family. But she has proven herself as being worthy and capable of being in that role. And you've developed to where you would be in a long-term relationship, or you are in a long-term relationship with her prior to introducing children in the mix. So that is how you do it. That is how you date and plate and whatever, seek companionship as a single father. First and foremost is you have to protect your children. You protect your children from your own bad decisions, okay, and from the toxic behavior of how women can be. Then, of course, simultaneously, your role is to develop a connection and a relationship with a woman that you have a good connection with, and demonstrating that you're her apex alpha, and she is proving to you that she's capable of a healthy relationship. So those two things are more or less happening simultaneously. Fatherhood, okay, and being a good dad, which means not introducing toxic forces into your children's lives. And the other thing, which is vetting out for a good potential long-term mate. And if she's not, then just keep them as casual and have your casual time with women, and then go be a parent when it's time to be a parent. But you keep those two things separate. You don't merge the two things, okay? As I knock my mic over, you don't merge the two things until it's proven that she can be that permanent fixture. So you're not damaging your kid and complicating your life, putting yourself in a beta-tized slavery role for a bunch of other people, and things will be good. Hopefully that makes sense.